Hello YouTube and welcome back. This is Nico and you're watching Dare to Game. Today we're talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance. More specifically, we are going to be discussing some news and updates about a Woman's Lot DLC. So let's get into some new details that Toby has given us in another live stream. So for starters, speculation about if the dog companion is going to be one from the butchers at the beginning has been rather popular. I myself have thought this since I believe you actually see this dog walking along with Teresa when Henry is being taken to Rattay in the cart after getting his ass beat by Runt and company. So I, for one, certainly thought it would make the most sense if this dog is the dog, or maybe the default dog, seeing as they have focused a bit on stats when showing teaser images. I believe there will be various dogs. So we will have to see what goes on. But Toby did confirm that there will be different models for the dogs, so they will no longer be all identical. So that's good. I'm hoping for a bull mastiff or a husky or something, because, you know, that'd be awesome. As far as how the dog will work, he said that it will be useful when hunting, and he compared it to the dog from the NES classic Duck Hunt, which just made me want to go back and play Duck Hunt. God, I love that game. He also confirmed that the dog will work as a command combatant. So you can tell the dog to sick the target somehow, and the dog will go attack. He also added that the dog will help to find points of interest, and my theory here is that this is how the conciliation crosses will tie into this DLC. I am personally excited for this, considering that finding all the conciliation crosses is one of the achievements that I have not yet attained, and perhaps this dog will be able to help me get it. I hope that it will also have the ability to go around and collect weapons from dead animals, like dog meat, and maybe even disarm enemies. Wouldn't that be cool? As far as the relationship between Henry and Teresa, first off, Toby does touch on the fact that many found this resolution of the questline, if you can call it that, to be quite disappointing. And the abrupt termination of contact between the two post-sex scene will soon be remedied. So he did confirm that their relationship will be able to develop at least a little bit further in the storyline. So that's good. I hope that there are a few people who are interested in seeing that evolve further. Interestingly, this detail, although seemingly extraneous, does offer a bit of insight into the story, or maybe time of this DLC. Up till now, my best bet has been that this DLC would take place either while Henry was away, or more likely in the long stretch while he is down and out at the mill after the Scallots attack. So unless this DLC adds a quest line that ties into the main story and kind of starts and stops as things progress, I would say that it is likely that this has confirmed that the setting will be sometime mid to late game. Of course, this does potentially add a little more credence to my previous theory regarding that what a woman's lot means. If the story takes place after Henry and Teresa have had carnal relations, perhaps it does have to do with childbirth. Food for thought, at least. When asked if this DLC would take place in a separate save file or game mode, Toby kind of skirted around the question and said, kind of. So he said that yes, you will be playing as Teresa, but he didn't really definitively explain what he meant here. So I think that it is possible that either A, he didn't really understand the question, or B, he is avoiding answering the question because it may give away story spoilers. I think the latter is more likely. Toby also confirmed that he will be going to PAX East with THQ Nordic, and he will have 3 PCs with him, and he plans on having a work-in-progress version of Woman's Lot with him, which he said they will be showing off to games media. So that'll be the end of this month, so I think that we will see this DLC released late April at the earliest, but I could realistically see it going as long as the end of May before we get this DLC. Lastly, we also got the answer to our biggest question for the most part, which is, will the main story continue in a DLC for Kingdom Come Deliverance? To that he said unequivocally, no. There will be absolutely no continuation of the main story with Kingdom Come Deliverance in these DLCs. These DLCs are just for side content, and Henry's sword will be, at least for the time being, out of reach. So there's your answer there. So, in about a month or two, we should have our hands on the last DLC for KCD, a Woman's Lot, and hopefully soon after we will have full mod support. Then, God willing, the mods will start to really roll in. Although I have no indication at this time as to how good the modding toolkit will be, I like to think that they are going to hand the reins over, and we will see some awesome stuff, including new, unique weapons, armor, and clothing, probably city overhauls, new NPC variants, and then later on, I hope we will see mods that add new unique quests and storylines, as well as potentially a conversion mod or two, perhaps some Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings content? I know that personally, I cannot wait. and I will of course be covering all of that right here on my channel. A last-minute development while editing this video, I spotted some gameplay being shared around on Twitter that appears to be a pack of feral dogs attacking Henry in Kingdom Come Deliverance. So this actually tells us quite a bit. First off, we know that this DLC is going to greatly increase the amount of dogs in the game, because up until now we've only seen, a few here and there, usually at people's houses, and this was a lot of dogs. Hopefully the sneak perk I have that makes dogs like you will carry over here, because, I feel like that would be useful here, especially with all the dogs and such. Secondly, this tells us that we are going to be getting what many of us have asked for, i.e., there will be wild animals out in the world that may actually attack you. I know it isn't bears or wolves, but still, this should make things a bit more interesting. And after all, that guy at the beginning of Witcher 3 did tell Geralt that feral dogs are far more dangerous than wolves. Personally, I feel like that's not actually true, but they are dangerous. There's a reason that a lot of people, really don't like dogs. Why, Australia won't even let you bring them into the country. What do you think of all this news? Are you glad to have some answers? Are you upset with the answers we got? Are you hopeful for this DLC and, of course, mods? Do you think there will be even enough modders interested in the game to give us a lot of great mods? I'm very interested to find out what you think, so let me know in the comments section down below. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. If you did, I can assume you liked the content, and hopefully you'll subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you haven't already, check out these links I have on the screen to see me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you like my content and would like to support what I do here, there's a link to my Patreon account in the description, and a donation would be much appreciated. In any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day.